Plants, animals, humans. What you are seeing now are all living things. And in accordance with biology, living things were made up of smallest living units called cells. In our body, we have not just million, not just a billion, but trillions of cells. Now you're probably wondering, what do they look like? How do they function? Are they all similar?
All cells fall into two broad categories, the prokaryotic cells and eukaryotic cells.
There are a number of differences between these two types of cells. The main difference is that the eukaryotic cells have a double membrane bound nucleus while prokaryotic cells don't. Furthermore, eukaryotic cells have large complex membrane bound organelles which prokaryotic cells lack.
Let's talk about prokaryotic cells. First, prokaryotic cells are the simplest form of cells which make up unicellular organisms like bacteria and cyanobacteria.
These are classified as prokaryotes. Pro means before and kary means nucleus. Prokaryotic cells lack nucleus and organelles. The DNA, which is a single circular molecule, floats inside the cytoplasm of the cell. Prokaryotic cell contains just a single loop of stable chromosomal DNA stored in the nucleoid, which is the single area where DNA is found.
On the other hand, eukaryotic cells make up complex multicellular organisms such as plants and animals. Its structure is more complex as pictured here. Since we're humans, let us start with animal cells, which are the foundation of all animals. Let's look at it more closely.
Animal cells are protected by a plasma membrane, a thin flexible barrier that separates the inside of the cell from the environment outside the cell and regulates what can pass in and out of the cell. Internally, the cell is divided into the cytoplasm and the nucleus. The cytoplasm is where most functions of the cell are carried out. It looks a bit like mixed fruit jelly, where the water jelly is called the cytosol, and the different fruits in it are called organelles. The cytosol also contains many molecules and ions involved in cell functions. The nucleus, the largest organelle, is separated from the cytoplasm by a nuclear envelope called membrane that acts as the brain of the cell. It contains the DNA that codes for proteins necessary for the cell to function.
Cells also contain a number of small double membrane bound organelles called mitochondria. They are the powerhouses of the cell. Ribosomes, the small bodies found in the cells that are known as the protein factories of the cell as they carry out the protein synthesis inside the cells. Moreover, ribosomes may be free or attached to the endoplasmic reticulum, and the plasmic reticulum forms an interconnected network of tubules and vesicles and function to transport proteins throughout the cells. Golgi apparatus are flattened stacks of membranes that transport secretory vesicles and form into lysosomes. Lysosomes are small membrane boarded structures that digest foreign substances that might harm the cell.
Now let's move on to the next type of eukaryotic cell, the plant cell. Both animal and plant cells are very similar with each other. However, there are three distinct differences.
First of all, plant cells have a tough cell wall around their cell membrane, while animal cells lack cell walls. Secondly, plant cells have a large central vacuole, whereas animal cells might have a few ones. Vacuoles are single membrane bound organelles which are required for the purpose of storage and waste accumulation. The final difference is the presence of chloroplasts in the plant cells. They are green-colored, double membrane-bound organelles which carry out photosynthesis for the plant.
Today, we talk about cell structures and functions. They work together and function in order for us to live. In this life, we need to work just like cells.
Because just like cells, we have to function. We have to do our goals. We have to help each other in order for us to continue life.